Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be unboxing a new agenda. This is actually the first SLG that I purchased from Fashionphile, but I found the most perfect agenda that I just had to add to my collection. So let's go ahead and unbox her. So here is the Louis Vuitton Epi Leather agenda. In the GM size, so in the large size, I'm absolutely obsessed with this. Y'all know I love the Epi Leather. This is from the early 2000s, so it kind of pains me to call it vintage, but it is technically a vintage piece. And I want to make sure that I emphasize that this is a vintage Epi Leather agenda because of one detail that made me just instantly want to buy it. So as y'all know, they do have Epi Leather agendas today, and they have silver hardware. And the vintage pieces actually have gold hardware, which I prefer gold over silver. And the moment that I saw they had this, it was in great condition, and it came with a few extras that originally came with the agenda. I was instantly sold. So this agenda came with the original contact book, which of course, it's definitely old. It's what, over 15 years old, almost 20 years old now, but it's unused. There's a map from Louis Vuitton in here. It also came with like this tab set that, I don't know if it was included in the purchase or was part of a like insert agenda refill, but I just thought it was so nice that they included this as well as this ruler. I don't know if this is from Louis Vuitton or somewhere else. I don't see a logo on it, but we're gonna remove those for now. And then it also comes with the original booklet, which matches the box. So yeah, this agenda is in such great condition. You can definitely tell it does have some wear. Again, it's almost 20 years old, but the hardware, I don't know if they just got it replaced, looks pretty incredible. There's a few scratches on there, but the rings are in great condition. The gold hardware on here is definitely in great condition. And then the only flaw that this one had that I didn't mind is that there's a slight tear up here that you can see. I purchased, my first Louis Vuitton agenda I ever purchased, I actually purchased pre-loved, and it had the same thing. It never expanded. I ended up selling that agenda though, because it was the damier beam pattern, but definitely not gonna sell this one. But anyways, it never like tore more than it was already torn. And I think it's just because of the way that I use it. I don't stuff a lot in the pockets, as y'all know if you follow me. So I'm not concerned about the tear. I was more concerned about the rings, of course, and then just the overall like structure and integrity. And I just think this one looked so great. Like, this is still pretty flat. Of course, this is a little curved, but I really just thought this was in such great condition. So yeah, this is the newest agenda to my collection. I really wanted to get this GM size because, as y'all know, I got two new vintage Chanel agendas recently. And so now I have like a black planner in each size, as well as my monogram collection from Louis Vuitton. So it makes me really happy that I have such like a wide range of agendas, but I'm so happy to have this Epi Leather. I also plan to just travel with this. Because one, it matches my key ball, which I really love, but two, it's less loud than the monogram, right? And so I'm really looking forward to being able to like take this to school. And I don't know, I've brought my GM agenda before, and I don't know, I try not to be too flashy, right? And so I think this is nice. This is also great for like work because of course you have that quality, you know it's Louis Vuitton, but when you pull it out, it's not loud, it doesn't scream monogram. So I think it's definitely like more professional. So yeah, I just personally like that, and that's just nice and elegant. So yeah, that is the agenda. And then now for the setup. So if you've seen previous videos where I mentioned this, I already have this setup in mind. And so what I am doing is, because this is not replacing anything, I took my original GM agenda, which I'm going to grab, and this is going to be my schedule / still my main planner. And in here, in both of these, I'm taking my original GM setup and just dividing it into 2 planners. So this is just the schedule section, and then this will be an overview / project planner. And so inside of this agenda, we have my school inserts, my weekly inserts, my daily inserts, and then notes. And then what we'll do in this agenda is have literally everything else that was in this agenda. So we are going to set that up in this video, and I'm going to do a flip, and that is going to be it. I'm keeping this agenda. I'm so happy that I found this in such great condition. I'm not getting rid of this. All right, took out the tag off, and now let's start putting together the agenda. So we'll be starting with, and this might change a bit, especially with the dashboards, but I have this new agenda, this new dashboard from Infinite Lotus, and then this custom dashboard. It's a printable, and it's gonna have the contents of what is in this agenda. So it has it broken down by tab. So those 2 will go up front. And then we will go into the CEO tabs from Cloth and Paper. So the first section is the schedule section, and this is still going to hold my quarterly overview and my monthly inserts. So as you all saw on the GM agenda, I'm only putting weekly and daily in there, as well as my school inserts, which are technically on a monthly. And that is because since this will be an overview and project planner, I wanted to keep these 2 inside of this agenda so that way I can reference it. Initial plans will still go in here, and then I can detail out projects in this agenda. But what I like is that now I can use 2 agendas at once whenever I'm transferring items and plans from my quarterly and my monthly into my weekly and daily. So the quarterly is up front, and then we have the weekly, and we'll do a final flip as well at the end. Then we go into lists, which will be my content section, and broken down by projects. So first project, of course, is content. Then we have the projects tab, and then this will be for home projects. And then we have the finance tab, which of course has my household finances. And this is just an overview of my finances as well. I have a separate medium ring agenda with my budget. And then we have the goals and ideas tab, and it has my vision board and goals. And then we have a miscellaneous tab, which holds literally just notes and a reading log. Okay, so here is the official setup. So like I mentioned, we have my schedule, which has my quarterly and monthly. These are where all of my plans initially come in and that I reference. The quarterly holds all of my holidays for work, travel dates, and then school dates for like when semesters end, sessions start, comprehensive exams, different things like that. And then again, monthly is where all of the plans initially come in. And then at the beginning of the month, I transfer all of this into my weekly. And so that's going to stay that system will stay the same. And then the rest is just broken down by things that go on. And again, it's just an overview of everything. So we have an overview of content. So I have these project inserts from May Paper Co. And then I also am going to be using these weekly inserts. These were initially what I was using for just my general weekly inserts for like my main planning, but now I'm going to be using these for content creating and just break down those plans, primarily because I bought them and just have them. But I also think it's nice so that way I'm not like cluttering up my main plans with content. I think it's going to help to have a space for all of it, and that way too I can like break down things a little bit more in depth than just generally writing like film and edit. Like I can actually write the list of what needs to be filmed, what needs to be edited, what needs to be scheduled. So I'm really looking forward to that. If y'all want to see a plan with me in this, let me know. And then the next section is the project section. So we have these ROSIE PAPETERIE inserts. I'll put everything linked below that I can link, including my discount codes. But these just break down all of our home organization projects. Finances, y'all have seen this before. I added the inbox to this section so I can put receipts in it. But we have the financial overview, which is the monthly inserts from a paper co. And then these variable bills, which is where I track all of our bills, what's been paid, and then any extra that I've paid. And then we go into goals and ideas. So again, vision board, and then goal inserts from Infinite Lotus. I have these top tabs throughout the entire planner, as you may have seen, that divides different inserts. So for example, the projects and the weeks. And then we have the calendar view for finances and the bills, and then vision board with the goal inserts. And that's just to make it easier to navigate and flip through everything. And then miscellaneous, we have the reading log insert and then the note inserts. And so this is just for general note taking. So yeah, very excited to have this as a project planner / little overview. And oh my god, I'm just so happy. I love like the gold tabs with this agenda too. I think it just looks so nice. So yeah, other than that, that is my newest agenda of my collection, the setup of my project and overview planner. And that's going to be it for this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching.